What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Risky Ryan Trades. Well, today we're going to be looking at Sofi. What is the health of Sofi? When are we going to get our big bull run? Why does it keep on going down? I'm sure if you're an investor in Sofi, you've been pretty frustrated with this stock. But I do believe that good news is on the way. And I do believe that we are in a really good position to start accumulating if you were looking to get more shares. So before we dive in, disclaimer, this is not financial advice, for entertainment purposes only. I hope that you learned something. And if you see something I'm not seeing, leave a comment below. Let me know, what your thoughts are. All right, let's dive in. So here we have a Gann square for Sofi. I have it locked to this bottom right here. And as you can see, these Gann angles have played an important role in Sofi over the last year or so. And at the moment, we are sitting right on this critical Gann angle right here. I'm looking for this thing to hold in a big way. If we close under, like $6, if we get below $6, we could be double bottoming. That would be very, very bad. But I don't think that's going to happen because this angle is holding up really, really well. And we have earnings coming up. And usually around earnings time, I get a little nervous about my trades. But this one I'm not quite as nervous about just because the earnings reports have been really good the last few quarters. And we're sitting on support. So let's get a little closer here. And as you can see, not only are the weeklies holding support, but the dailies, they don't even want to touch that line. So we did have that big drop. We hit this. It poked through a little bit, but bounced back up. Poked it again. You might see, because we're above, this line right here, this moving average, you might see a push higher into earnings. Might even get to 725 right at earnings. Now, if it does, then I'm more nervous about earnings. I'm not nervous right now. You might see like a push up into earnings to front run any good news that we might have, and then it could come back right back down, which would be really bad. However, what I would love to see is a push up into earnings be good, and it pushes over $8. And now we're through these arcs and through this line. That would be really welcomed news. So at the moment, risk reward on Sofi looks good to me. Hopefully this eases some of your anxieties, because I've been holding since back here, and I've just watched my position bleed out. So I know it can be hard to watch those drawdowns, but if you're a longtime believer in this stock, I have good news. We're sitting right on support, and it seems to be holding pretty well, and we could see some good days ahead moving into earnings, and hopefully through earnings we get the catalyst that we need. Now, one thing also to note about this stock, it seems to be very rate sensitive. It came down on no news. The only news was that Jerome Powell didn't seem like he was going to be lowering interest rates anytime soon. And I saw PayPal come down. I saw Visa come down. I saw all these financial or the fintech stocks come down. So also, a lot of people have this debate about whether this stock should be valued as a bank or if it should be valued as a fintech stock. And right now, its price to earnings multiples are based on it being a bank. But a lot of the other banks right now, today, as of 4th of July, are rallying. But the fintech stocks are moving down. So, as sad as it is to see this stock move down, it's starting to trade like a fintech stock, which those have a much higher earnings multiple, price to earnings multiple. So, even though it's moving down, that's kind of bullish to me. So, I'm feeling pretty good about Sofi. I'm thinking about increasing my position down here a little bit more. And you know, I'll probably have a stop loss, you know, come earnings day, you know, a stop loss at like, this is a very aggressive stop loss, but for me right now, $5.99 is a really, like, if it hits $5.99, it's kind of game over on this trade, at least for a long time. I mean, we could be we could be moving down. I mean, I don't see a whole lot of, let's just take a look. I don't see a whole lot of support below these levels. I mean, I guess there was some consolidation right here. Yeah, the $6 mark is a big deal. So yeah, if it breaks the Gann angle and it breaks $6, could be game over for SoFi. But I think that's less likely than a run up into earnings and hopefully good news and a pop. So anyways, that's my analysis. Hope you learned something. I want to keep this one short. Take a look at my other videos if you enjoyed this analysis. I try to do this for stocks that are in my portfolio, but I'd love to know what stocks are in your portfolio. I'd love to take a look at things that aren't on my watch list or things I'm not keeping an eye on. I'm always looking for opportunities in the market. If you like the video, like the video. If you like many of my videos, maybe consider hitting subscribe. Yeah, and until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.